Imagine a home where every single room feels like a garden in full bloom, where vintage roses climb the walls. Morning light is the only decoration you need, and comfort isn't designed. It's simply felt. That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when English countryside soul meets timeless Cath Kidston charm. The moment you step through the front door, something shifts. The air feels softer somehow, wrapped in the faint sweetness of roses and fresh linen. Morning light spills through the sash window and catches every gentle floral detail on the walls, making the whole entrance feel like a page torn from a favorite storybook. You'd want to linger here longer than necessary, just running your fingers across the painted bench, already feeling completely at home before you've even gone further inside. There's a particular kind of happiness that lives in a room like this. The sofa just looks like it wants you to sink into it, surrounded by that gorgeous duck egg blue and all those mismatched cushions. Late morning light pours through the tall windows and falls across the floral rug in the most beautiful way. The shelves are full of life, books, herbs, little ceramic things, and the fireplace anchors everything with quiet warmth. It's a room that feels genuinely lived in, and that's exactly what makes it so deeply lovely. Sunday lunch in this room would feel like a scene from a novel you never want to finish. The mismatched chairs are somehow perfectly imperfect, and the floral china stacked on the sideboard makes everything feel celebratory without being fussy. Soft afternoon light washes across the white tablecloth, and those watercolor roses on the walls make even a quiet weekday meal feel a little special. There's something about eating here, unhurried, surrounded by beauty, that reminds you what a home is really for. This kitchen smells like something wonderful is always happening inside it. The sage green cabinetry feels deeply calming alongside those cheerful rose pattern plates stacked on open shelves, and the farmhouse sink under the window is the kind you always dream about. Daylight floods straight in from the garden, and dried lavender hangs overhead, faintly fragrant. Everything here has its place, yet nothing feels stiff or overly perfect. Cooking in this room wouldn't feel like a chore. It would feel like the best part of the whole day. Honestly, you could spend an entire morning right here and not feel guilty about it for a second. The window seat is so perfectly cushioned, so generously bright with sunlight, that sitting down almost feels involuntary. A pot of tea, a jar of wildflowers on the table, birdsong drifting in, it's the kind of corner that makes everything else feel manageable. Small spaces can hold enormous comfort, and this one proves that completely. It's the kind of nook that becomes your favorite place in the whole house. There's something quietly satisfying about a pantry this beautiful. Every shelf feels considered without being precious. Linen bundles, floral tins, little handwritten labels on preserving jars. Cool daylight filters through the window and makes the whole space glow softly. You get the sense that whoever tends this pantry genuinely loves it, treats it not as storage but as a small ritual space. Running your hand along the wooden shelf edge, breathing in something faintly herbal and sweet, you understand that this corner holds the quiet heart of the home. Waking up in this bedroom would feel like being wrapped in a garden. The wallpaper blooms around you in the softest watercolor pinks and greens, and morning light through those white-framed windows falls across the quilt in the most dreamlike way. The iron bed frame, the potted geraniums on the sill, the painted armoire standing quietly in the corner, it all belongs together so naturally. There's no harshness anywhere in this room, only layers of softness and color that make you want to stay in bed just a little longer. Every guest who sleeps in this room leaves feeling genuinely cared for. The duck egg walls and botanical prints give it a personality all its own, distinct and sweet without trying too hard. Afternoon sun comes through the sash window at the loveliest angle, falling across the writing desk in a way that almost invites you to sit down and write a letter. The bed is simply but beautifully made, the floral cushions perfectly imperfect. It's a small room, but it gives guests something far better than luxury. It gives them warmth. Working in this room wouldn't feel like work at all. The sage walls are deeply calming, the daylight from the window honest and clear, and there's something about being surrounded by books and pressed botanical illustrations that makes your thinking feel more expansive somehow. The desk sits right in that perfect band of natural light, and the floral chair is far too comfortable for anyone to feel stressed. It's the kind of office where good ideas arrive quietly without being forced, simply because the space itself is so thoughtfully, gently alive. There are rooms made for productivity and rooms made for pure pleasure, and this one belongs entirely to the second category. The armchair fits you perfectly, the footstool exactly where you need it, and the afternoon light through the tall window is warm without being harsh. Books line every wall, and botanical prints make even the alcoves feel like discoveries. You can lose hours in a reading room like this without once feeling like you've wasted time. In fact, time spent here feels like exactly the right kind of investment. Light is the real designer in this room. It moves through the glass walls throughout the day, shifting from crisp morning brightness to soft golden afternoon warmth, always making the garden feel like it's just one easy step away. The wicker chairs are incredibly inviting, the floral cushions faded in that deliberate, beautiful way. Terracotta pots and enamel planters overflow with color everywhere you look. It's a room that genuinely breathes fresh air, garden scent, the occasional flutter of something outside the glass. Being here feels less like sitting indoors and more like living inside the garden itself. There's a particular magic to stepping out onto a terrace that feels this connected to the house behind it. The French doors stand open, and the stone underfoot carries a warmth gathered from hours of sunlight. The table is laid simply, floral china, fresh garden flowers in a jug, everything slightly imperfect and completely right. Roses frame the doorway above, and the cottage garden beyond hums quietly with color. Sitting here mid-morning with tea and nowhere urgent to be, this, more than any single room inside, feels like the truest heart of the whole home. A home like this reminds us that beauty doesn't have to be loud to be extraordinary. When color is soft, pattern is personal, and light is trusted to do most of the work, every room becomes a quiet place of joy. That's the real heart of English country living, not perfection, but warmth that lingers.